Hello, welcome to day 2 of Robotics Programming Week. So I'm going to show you around your day 2 activity for Robotics Programming Week. So day 2 is all about um, just kind of taking a look at the grids, kind of playing around with the different grid measurements and seeing how far your robot can travel for a set distance. Okay, so what you're actually going to do is we don't need tutorials. So what you need is playground. So you need to bring that to your area. I'm going to move myself to that corner up there. So you're going to be working on the grid map today. And again, just a reminder, here are your camera controls to kind of take a look at the different perspectives that your robot has. So this is obviously bird's eye view. This is the I was going to say robotics eye view. So the robot's eye view of how it goes forward. All right, so your challenge this week is to drive a distance of 3 blocks. So let me go back to iView. So all you need to do is drive distance for 3, turn your robot around and drive back for 3. Now, how are you going to show this? How are you going to show that you've done this like turnaround? Well, you're going to add a pen. You're going to add a pen that your robot is going to mark on the actual grid. Okay, so you can move your robot to any kind of like starting point if you want to. You'd have to code it to get there, but for all our intents and purposes, we're going to start at the starting position right there. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how to use the pen. It is up to you to figure out the coding on how far this robot needs to go for 6 squares. Did I say 3 squares before? I meant 6 squares. So 6 squares forward, turn it around, and then come back to that start position. All right, so let me just say, we're just going to do drive forward for 200 millimeters. And just to kind of give you a hint, each one of these squares is 200 millimeters. So I'm going to press play, and my robot should just go 1 square. So maybe that gives you a little bit of a clue as to how far your robot's going to go if it goes 6 squares. So I'm going to move this over so we can kind of see. All right, I'm gonna change the view just so you can kind of see what that looks like. So 200 millimeters. All right, there you go. But we want to kind of show that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a pen. So you're going to go to looks, and you're going to move robot pen down. So if the robot pen is up, it's going to be not on the paper, so this grid paper. But if it's down, then it's going to make a mark. And then I want to set my pen color to, let's say, red. Okay, so let's see, and let's change this going forward. Actually, let's move this completely over and do just a drive forward completely. So that should just do a straight line all the way down the line. So let's see what happens. All right. So again, if you code the pen to be down, set the color. See, look at the robot crash. See, if it pushes against the wall too much, it kind of flattens out, and it tells you the robot crashed. So let's reset that. So yeah, so go ahead and do that. You're moving your guy forward for 6 squares, turning it around a certain number of degrees. I'm not going to tell you what, and then come back to your starting position. Obviously, that's a very super simple activity, but if you want to kind of play around with kind of doing, you know, uh, this kind of thing. Here, let me show you kind of, you can drive forward for 200, you can turn to the right for 90. If you want to like repeat that 10 times, let's see. Sorry, I put that in the wrong spot. That guy needs to probably go. That was going to be really cool if I clicked it all together at one point in time, but obviously, oh my God. Oh, obviously I didn't. So yay, cool for me. So let's see what happens here and see what it does. So it goes 200. Oh! So obviously that's not gonna, that repeat button's not gonna do it for me. I probably want it to drive forward first. Turn and drive forward. And then I probably want it to turn to the left for 90 degrees. Let's see what happens from there. Aha. And then do that. So let's see what happens if I repeat that. Let's see what happens now. So, okay, so it's like a little step pattern. So if you think about it, go ahead and play around with it, but your initial activity is just to do that first little bit, play around with it afterwards, change your camera angles, and there you go. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.